welcome back. So I have a basket of empties and I thought I would review, so let's just jump right in. And of course this could be good or bad reviews, but I just like to give my honest opinion. So okay, so I was low on this Philosophy, the facial cleanser, and I usually get the regular that's like in the round bottle. But when I went to, I believe it was Ulta I went to, they were completely out of it and I really needed some that day. And they had like the little gift sizes and I didn't want that. So I was just looking around and I saw this, which is the facial cleansing gel. And so I was like, you know, maybe this isn't much of a difference. So I ended up picking it up and used the whole bottle, and to me it was kind of the same. I mean, have you guys used the gel and then the regular, you know, facial cleanser from Philosophy? I thought it was kind of the same thing. Now if I read maybe the ingredients, there could be some difference here, but I mean, I liked it, but I still like to get my regular cleansing that comes in the round bottle, so I just stick to that. But at least I know now if for some reason that ever happens again and they're just completely out and I need it, I can just pick up this gel. So anyway, it did its work. It still got the makeup off that I like, so I'll definitely keep this in the good pile. Alright, so it definitely took me a long time to use this. This is the Deep Repair Hair Natural Oil. Not sure how to say this. The Macadamia Natural Oil. I believe I'm saying that right. Anyway, it is a hair mask, and I know this brand is pretty popular, so that's why I bought it to try it out, and it took me forever. Usually about once a week on Sundays I put a mask in my hair, but sometimes if I know that following the week before, if I didn't really put a lot of product and I kind of let my hair just be natural and didn't really do anything with it, then I usually skip a mask. But usually at least 3 times a month I usually put a mask in. So I mean, this stuff, and I used a good chunk because my hair is very thick, so I wanted to make sure it got in there really good. And it took me, I'd say, a good 2, maybe even 3 months, maybe even a little longer to use this. So, but anyway, so I put it in there and I'd let it sit for a good 15 minutes or so. I'm trying to remember. It says 7 minutes, but so maybe that was my problem. Maybe I had it in there too long, but I mean, it felt clean, but when I rinsed it out, and it's like with a mask, I wanted to make sure, because it's not like conditioner, where conditioner, I rinse it out, but then I try not to just keep rinsing it where it dries it out. But with a mask, I always want to make sure I get the mask gel out. So maybe I was rinsing it too much, but it was kind of like, it felt clean, but at the same time it was still kind of, I don't know. So this one's on the fence. I liked it. It smelled good, but at the same time I'm not really sure if it did its thing. So I have another mask of another brand I'm fixing to try, so I'm going to stick with something else. But so I don't know. Like I said, this isn't a bad review on this, but it's not a good review, so it's kind of one of those iffy on the fences. Alright, so I've used this before. It's the Bior Self-Heating 1-Minute Mask, and there was 4 in here. And I actually really like this. So when you put it on and then you start rubbing it, it really gets warm. And I actually like that. So I started putting it on my face, and I think since it says 1 minute, you're supposed to only leave it on there for about 1 minute. And usually I left it on there about a minute or 2 while I was in the shower. So, and I mean, when I rinsed my face off, it really did feel clean. So I would definitely buy these again. I think I got these as a sample a while back in a subscription box I was subscribed to, but definitely these will be on the list. I've seen these in stores, so I might have to pick some of these up and use these about every other month or every other week or so maybe, so I did like those. And this one is I have Redken shampoo and conditioner, and that's usually my 80% of the time that I use, but after a couple of weeks I like to switch my shampoos up. And for about 3 or 4 weeks, so about another month, when I switch my shampoos up, I like to use the L'Oreal, and I use the Smooth Intense Polishing Shampoo. And this is for unmanageable frizzy hair, which is the definition of my hair. So I really like this one. It makes it feel smooth and clean again. So I usually pick this one up. So this one's definitely a go-to shampoo. And here is a Philosophy Micro Massage Exfoliating Wash. And this is supposed to be a daily use. And the reason that is, this one, it's a good one, but at the same time, when I like to exfoliate, I kind of like to have a good bit of beads. And this one is definitely a daily use because it's very, very light in the exfoliating of the beads. So you definitely can use this every day without stripping your skin. But I don't know. When I like to exfoliate, I like to do it 2 times a week or so. A little more, a little less, just depends, you know, if I've used a lot of makeup or whatnot that week, but it just varies. But I don't know, this one just, I got this one as a sample because it's just like a little small one, but I think I have, someone gave me like the big main bottle, and I'm kind of using that. So it's one of those things that it is good to have to use every day, but I don't like to use it every day. So anyway, it's a good thing. I don't know, seems like I'm having kind of iffies on some of these products, but I mean, if I wanted to buy it again, I know it works. So I think I just would need to use it more. But I just like to use a good exfoliator when I exfoliate, and that one's just kind of a daily exfoliating. So, alright, moving on to Lorac Perfection Foundation. I am in love with this. So I have a combination: oily, dry patches, flaky, sensitive, acne, skin, everything, name it, I have it. So for years and years and years I used Clinique, and I believe my skin was starting to do a negative effect and it wasn't really working anymore, so I had to find a new like makeup line, and I wanted something good. And this, it's a little pricey, you know, it's 30 something, maybe 38, maybe a little less, whatnot, but then again, I didn't want to spend $50 or $60 like there are other makeups that are much higher than this. So to me, I kind of felt this was an even to try out, and this is actually, I believe, my second one I've gone through a foundation. But too, I don't wear makeup every day since I'm a stay-at-home mom. Some days, if we don't do anything, I let my face just breathe and let the regular air hit it. So I probably put on makeup 3-4 times out of a 7-day period, you know, give or take what the week is going on with. But anyway, this stuff I have used for, I'd say, over a year now. Give or take, a little less maybe, but I think it's pretty much been about a year. So this stuff lasts a good 3 or 4 months for me because, like I said, I don't put makeup on every day, but I love this stuff. Like I said, I have a combination of skin. I put it on, it covers my if I have any blemishes, or sometimes like around here I get a little red right after the shower for a couple hours because I think it's just really sensitive, and it just covers that really well. And I really love this, so I'm definitely hooked on Lorac, and I have the powder too. But this stuff I love, so I'll definitely be using this for a while until I need to kind of switch out some things. But this one's definitely my go-to foundation. Alright, and another go-to moisturizer. I've tried different moisturizers, and this one is just the one that I just keep going back to. It's the Clinique Moisturizing Gel. The regular moisturizing from Clinique clogs my pores, but then I tried the moisturizing gel and it just does wonders. I do about 3 good pumps and I get all over my face, and like right around my mouth is really the driest, and especially now that we're getting into fall and winter it will become more dry. But this stuff, I use this before I put my makeup on, and the rest of the day my face just feels smooth. It doesn't feel like it, you know, rough or anything, and I just love this. And doesn't clog my pores, doesn't make me break out, anything like that. I've used this for years and years and years, and I've tried other lotions for my face, and it either stinks, clogs my pores, you know, makes me break out, or it just feels like it's not going on my skin good. I want a real, I wouldn't say thick moisturizer, but I just want something that's gonna be on my face, because like I said, my face is very dry, and this one's definitely, I love this one. So alright, and I've used these before, and it's the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. These are usually my go-to whenever, if I wear like some days I wear just kind of basic makeup, and when I do that, I just use my Philosophy cleanser at night, and then I don't worry about it. But if I got heavy set eye makeup, mascara, like the full, you know, face on after I wash my face, sometimes I just take these just to kind of give it one more good clean, because I could miss, you know, sometimes you miss little areas around your little crown up here where your hair is. So anyway, so I don't use this all the time, so it takes me a while to go through the packet, but this is definitely, I love these, my go-to. Alright, and this was another hair mask. I believe I got this in a BIRCHBOX sample, and it's called N4 Reconstructing Mask, and I think I used this once, and I think it worked okay. I can't remember. That's the only bad thing about samples when you get like in your subscription boxes, because I have so much thick hair, usually with like shampoos, masks and stuff, I can use it once, maybe twice, and I feel like I can't really review it very well. But I do remember that this worked, but I only used it once, so I can't really give a good thorough review. Alright, this is the Nube Natural Organic Cream Moisturizer, and I believe this was for the face. It was a cream body moisturizer. 1-2. This stuff, I'm trying to, it smells like Fruit Loops. So I tried it a couple times, and even though it's a cream, when I put it on my face, I still felt like it wasn't covering my face. And then the smell was just, it just smelled like you just opened up a brand new box of Fruit Loop cereal and it was just covered on your face, and I couldn't take it. So after about 3 or 4 tries, I was like, this one's gotta go. So this one's definitely a negative in my book. And I believe this is new, the Bliss Triple Oxygen Instant Energizing Mask, and I believe this one came in BIRCHBOX as well. I've used this several times. I was using it in the shower, and I did like 3 or 4 pumps each time, and it still wouldn't cover my face to cleanse it. So I didn't like it because I felt like it just wasn't doing its thing. I'd rinse my face and I was like, I feel like it did nothing. So I didn't like this one. This one was a bad dud for me. Another dud is the Divine's Oil, and I believe this one is where you squirt just a little bit in your hand, and then after you style it, so I was trying to read, yep, okay, after you style it, you know, you just kind of scrunch it on the end. Even though I put the smallest amount and I scrunched it, it still just kind of didn't make my hair completely greasy, but it just didn't feel right after I put this in. And I used it several different times in different ways too. And this one I didn't like. It was a negative for me. So I'm running out of room over here. Alright, this one is Juice Beauty Green Apple Peel Sensitive. I hate this. I used it up because you only use like 3 or 4 and you're done, but I think I've reviewed this before and it stinks to me. It does not smell like green apple and it's gross and that didn't work, and negative on this one, didn't like it. And lastly is a negative. So this one I have been like, oh, I need to use it up because it was $38 or something ridiculous expensive, but I read so many positive reviews. My dark circles, and I know sometimes you can probably see them in the video because some nights I don't get good sleep because I have an almost 1-year-old, so I have really bad dark circles. So whenever my son doesn't sleep good, it's like bad dark circles times 100. So I try to cover them the best I can. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This is the Benefit Eye Cream. It's potent. This stuff didn't work at all. I was so mad because I read so many good reviews, because if I'm gonna spend a good amount of money on something, I'm gonna read the reviews, research it, make sure it's something that, you know, I'm gonna use and it will work. And a lot of the reviews, people were saying, you know, I've got bad baggy eyes, bad dark circles, and you know, yes, I wasn't expecting 100% perfection, but I was expecting maybe a 40%, maybe a 50% difference. Nothing. It was so annoying. So I pretty much have about 1/4, maybe a little bit less in here, and I was just like, I can't use it no more. I'm putting it on my eye, under my eyes for no reason. It's not working. I'm done with it. So I guess I lost out on a little bit of money because I didn't use it all up. But this stuff didn't work for me. It didn't help at all. So anyway, that is all, and that's my review. It seems like I had a lot of iffies and negatives, but hey, this is an honest review that I wanted to share with you guys, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.